It's time to take off your clothes, enjoy clothes-free living, and join us for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists.
Welcome to Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, the show that celebrates clothes-free living for all. I'm your host, Frank Stone.
And I'm your correspondent, Lisa Monroe, and I'll be reporting on all things within the naturist community. So it's time to get naked and join us.
And enjoy clothes-free living on Naked, Nudists, and Naturists. Well, greetings and welcome into Naked, Nudists, and Naturist, episode 46 today. We thank you for being with us. We've been waiting all week to see you here today, and we know that you've been waiting for us to show up as well, so let's enjoy the next hour. Clothes-free living for all of the right reasons, and as I always say, because it's basically true, the pool is fine, the hot tub is fired up, the grill is full blast, we have a little campfire out back. Your favorite cold beverage off to the left, hot beverages, you'll have to go inside. You can stay inside, you can come back out and enjoy the sunshine. Fruit and vegetables and some other side dishes off to the right. We're just glad that you're here enjoying clothes-free living for all of the right reasons.
And an hour later than we expected, we arrived just outside of Worley, where the non-landed club of Meadow Sun Seekers are. And you may remember Sun Meadow Resort. That was just a fantastic nudist destination here in Idaho. But after it was sold, the club members decided to form a non-landed club. And we were there for the Northwest AANR spring board meeting and to also give a presentation for WINR on Friday night. But on any given evening, you're going to find many neighbors together sitting around the tables playing cards in someone's home. We hated to say goodbye, but it was only for a while since we know we're going to be back for another board meeting. And we also encouraged them to come our way for Serenity Mountain Retreats Music Festival in August.
Until next time, we'll see you down the road.
And there you go, the latest report from ANDEE RODGERS and her husband Tom. She is with WINR, Women in Nude Recreation, part of the American Association for Nude Recreation, and she was put in that position by the current president, Mitch London. This report, of course, was from the Meadow Sun Seekers, and we appreciate all of the time and effort that ANDEE RODGERS and her husband Tom are putting in, and they're not done yet. They have a few more RV stops. They'll go home for a little bit and catch their breath, and then hit the road again, and we'll have more reports throughout the summer. So we thank ANDEE RODGERS and her husband Tom once again. And don't forget, please, 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 to like, review, subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts as well as YouTube, because we do give you a brand new YouTube preview every Wednesday morning on YouTube. Hope you're enjoying those as well. Well, as you can tell by the music that has been sneaking up on us ever so slowly, it's time for the one, the only, the terrific, the over-the-top wonderful, our weekly correspondent on naturism, Lisa Monroe. I wanted to get right away to an email from a gentleman named Bruce. He's down in Adelaide in South Australia. He'll be a guest on the show not too long from now. And we'll just go ahead and read the email and then discuss it. I'll kick it off. This is Bruce again from Adelaide, South Australia. I really appreciate your commitment to promoting clothes-free living for all of the right reasons. Well, we appreciate that. We really do, Bruce. I'm also looking forward to my upcoming interview on your show. Back in 2016, I wrote and published my first book. It was an illustrated children's book to encourage children to accept who they are and not try to be like others. I want to take it from there.
It's not a naturist book, even though when I wrote it, I was a secret closet naturist. So I'm glad I've come out of the closet now. After it was first published, I sent a free copy to a local Christian radio station that ran a Christian bookshop to see if they would like to have my book available in their shop. After they received my book, I received an email from them to inform me that my book was rejected and they would not supply or promote it due to nudity in the illustrations. According to them, it is not something that a child should see and therefore not appropriate in a child's book.
But today, Lisa, is Saturday, May the 11th, and you and I are hosting our very first naturist get-together. I won't call it a party. We're not really party animals, but we're having people over to enjoy the pool, the sunshine, the grill, the campfire, everything that I say at the beginning of the show. And I have a few friends coming over, and they are naturists, and they're grateful we're doing this. A couple of them are listeners who contacted us. They don't live too far away, so I said, what the heck? We're doing this May 11th. Come on over. So we will be meeting some people today. Anybody in particular? Because I know you invited some people as well. Who are you bringing along?
I did, and a couple of people who have been long-term naturists that I've known for a long time, and then there are a couple who are relatively new to this, so they were kind of like, oh, and I said, nice small group.
Yeah.
People have been doing this for a long time. Nobody cares. Just they've gone to nude beaches. They went to a resort once. They felt comfortable, but they're still a little bit kind of weird about meeting new people. Yeah. So it should be an interesting afternoon.
Well, it'll be a fun afternoon, swimming, sunning, cooking, eating. It's just going to be a great time today. And Lisa Monroe, with that, we have to duck off. Thank you again. I know you'll stay close-free today because you're here and you're not leaving. So
that's right.
Enjoy your week, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Well, I'll see you in a little while. Bye, Frank.
That's right. Bye. Well, let's get to part one now of my interview with the very terrific ANDEE RODGERS. You know about her. She's been on the last several shows, including this one. This time it's just her, so let's get to it. Part one of my interview with the very terrific ANDEE RODGERS. So we are going to the state of Washington. It's hard to track this lady down because every day it seems like she's in a different state.
She's been on this.
That's right. She's been on the ImPerfect tour for WINR, Women in Nude Recreation, for AANR, the American Association of Nude Recreation. We'll hear all about that, as well as her backstory. We had her on the show before for a short interview. This is the full interview, so we'll get the whole story. Let's welcome her this morning from Washington, I believe, ANDEE RODGERS. Good morning, ANDEE. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing so well. And yes, it's Washington today.
Okay. The state of Washington, correct?
State of Washington, you bet.
You guys have been doing this, I think, since February. When I say you guys, you and your husband, Tom, you've been going club to club to club, promoting naturism, nudism, mostly for women, but Tom's been doing a thing, promoting it with men as well. Is that right? For a few months now you've been doing this?
Since February 1st.
Yeah.
We left Serenity Mountain Retreat, our home club in Oregon, and just headed south, and then east, and then north, and then east, and then north again. Yeah, all over. We've been everywhere, man.
Yeah. You'll be home for a little bit in the middle, but then you're headed out again over the summer, right?
We are, but it'll be primarily just in our car. So our RV portion is done. And then we're going to hit as many clubs in the Northwest as we possibly can during our summer tour. It'll be a little less draining, I guess,
right.
Traveling from place to place to place. So there's more time in between each presentation. So, and not such a distance to travel. That also was incredible. Another step. Here's another step. With the WOW campaign last year and all these incredible women who chose these powerful words and then the stories that went along with them. Mm-hmm. Diane's words are part of what I talk about in my presentation is the fact that she's embracing everything about her body. She has legs and her legs dance. She has arms and her arms hug. She's got stretch marks, as do I, and the mommy belly. But she's like, that's a reminder of my children.
Yeah, right.
And so you take that narrative and you change what you feel is negative about yourself and you find the positive in it. I've always hated my smile. I don't like it. I think it's goofy. I've never liked it. All these pictures that we're taking on all these different stops, I'm looking at the progression of it. And at the beginning, I smile with my mouth closed. And then, but now it's just big and bright. And I'm digging it, So as women, we have to take those negative words that we've always felt about our body, turn it into, but this is why I'm perfect. It's because my legs do this, my arms do this, my hips do this. And, it's changing the narrative.
The very terrific ANDEE RODGERS, the current chairperson of WINR, Women in Nude Recreation, for the American Association of Nude Recreation. Now you can see why tears are shed every time she puts on a workshop. She has been through a lot. A lot of women have been through that. And she's found her way out, and now she's trying to guide other women. Here's how you can get out of all of this junk that others put you through. And one way is through naturism, nudism, clothes-free living for all the right reasons. Because it takes all of the junk away. And we appreciate very much all that ANDEE RODGERS does for everybody, especially women, but men too, because men go through a lot of things as well. We just thank ANDEE RODGERS for everything that she does. And again, part 2 of my interview with ANDEE RODGERS in 2 weeks on episode 48, because don't forget, episode 47 next week, it's time to meet and greet and hear from the 2 candidates who are running for president of AANR. That's the current vice president, Tim Mullins, and I am the face of naturism, Linda Weber. Well, thank you for being with us today on Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 46 today. We give you a brand new show every Saturday morning at 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. Continue to join us. Check us out on our website, nakednudistandnaturist.com, Spotify, Google, Amazon/Audible, Apple Podcasts, and also on Twitter. You can write us anywhere, anytime, any place. And we thank you for being with us today. Plan to join us for every single one of our shows here and have your clothes off when you're listening. We have our clothes off when we're broadcasting, enjoying the naturist life.
We celebrate clothes-free living for all. Remember to enjoy being naked and join us again for Naked, Nudist, and Naturist.
We drop a brand new show every Saturday morning, so come back and join us. Have your clothes off when you do for Naked, Nudist, and Naturist. Have a great clothes-free day.